Connecting the dots, connecting his guests to the world, creating more connections. Welcome to The Connection with your host, Jay Miralles, podcasting from the Parkville Studios.
All right, we got Dave Roberts here. Dave Roberts, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm excited for this. The ambiance is amazing. What are the name of these guys back here?
I have no idea, but I'm going to call them the Police Polka.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No way.
Yes.
I literally just guessed that. Is that exactly what it is?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I've never even seen them until just now, and I'm listening to it. That's what came to me.
That's hilarious.
Gosh, I should go into marketing or something.
How many years have you been at Guns N' Hoses?
4 years now, man. I think we're at least 4. We're doing year 4 now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fantastic.
It's crazy. It's grown.
By at least 1,500 to 2,000 people.
We have this chemistry, me and you.
I know.
Seriously.
It's because we're in love.
Yes, that's it. So why, Dave? Why do you do this?
You know what?
We know who you are, what you do. Why do you do this?
After being... I was on the scene as much as these first responders were when it came back in my news days.
That's right.
You see what they go through. You see what they need, and to support an organization that backs them up the way that the First Responders Foundation does.
That's incredible.
How can you not support that? How can you not give back in this way? And if I have the kind of talent that I can get up there and be a ring announcer for this every single year, why wouldn't I do that?
Well, I think we, as a community, we don't stop and pause and think of all the tragic things that they have to go through.
Exactly.
We only see when it's convenient for us.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an event. What's your favorite part about Guns N' Hoses?
Honestly, it's the crowd feedback as we've grown.
Yeah.
How much fun is it to see how much fun the thousands of people in the arena are having when we're putting this on? I mean, I'm a big boxing fan. You know that.
Yes,
I've been a huge supporter of Terrence Crawford throughout the years. All of that. And, I would be here for the fights no matter what. But then to get up in that ring and see how people respond to seeing these guys putting on a show the way they do, man, it's unmatched. It's so much fun.
Here's my thing. Let me ask you this too, Dave. What I want to ask you is, in your years, what has surprised you the most? What has surprised you the most?
About this?
Yeah.
I would say it's the willingness of people to give when we call on them to give.
Oh, yes.
Because that's the thing is, everybody knows this is a good, fun night out, but when you look at the response and how much money we actually make from this event, that impresses me. That shows me that we get through to people in this community, and Omaha as a community on a whole, we're so giving. And to see that trickle into this event and to this organization so that the people out there that are putting their lives on the line every day for you and me,
absolutely,
that they get what they need and they get the support they need. And I hope they feel that love. I really do. I hope every day when they get in their cruiser or they climb onto that truck, I really hope they feel the love of this community and the way they give back.
And honestly, if this is one event to celebrate them, it's Friday night, the 26th.
You got it.
April, and usually it's falling on my birthday, so it's not on my birthday.
I know, it's so crazy.
That's hilarious.
Usually I have to give a shout out in the ring to you every year.
Dave, I think I'm so fortunate to work next to you. You do one hell of a job. This community is lucky to have you lead this event.
Hey, I couldn't do it without you, and you know that. So don't put it all on me.
And
you
Stop it.
You.
So Andy Hoig from Metro Magazine awarded them with a great award. Man, how did that make you feel when you're part of this? It's all cogs in a wheel.
Yes.
But how did that make you feel?
I think it makes me feel fantastic. To know that we're getting recognized like that for everything that we do here is just fantastic. I just want the community to realize it. We were actually back in the back room a minute ago talking about other communities that do the same kind of event.
Yeah.
We're one of the fastest growing in the nation.
Yes.
The number one is St. Louis.
Oh, we're going to get them.
We're going to get them. We're going to catch them.
Yes.
And they think that they're big. Watch out, St. Louis.
You know it.
We're on our way.
Oh, man.
On our way.
All right, Baxter Arena. It's going down Friday, the 26th of April.
I'll be the guy in the bow tie, buddy.
All right, buddy. Let's get a fighter on, and we'll tune right back in. I got John Sandoval with me, and you are fighting for the first time in this arena.
This series of Guns N' Hoses. I fought about a decade ago, 10 years hiatus.
Yes.
Just opportunity arose where I could take some time and actually fight this time. I like boxing, so jumped right into the thick of things and hit the ground running.
John, for those who don't know, when you were behind the scenes, as I got to know you, you ran for these guys. The music and so many things. What things did you do behind the scenes?
There's a lot of million pieces that go on getting this thing running. A lot of it doesn't seem like a lot at the time. It's nothing complicated, but it's a lot of little things. It's helping getting the fighters ready, getting them information of where to be, who to talk to if there's certain stuff that has to go on. There's just so many little things that you got to get this machine to the night of the event and get it running smoothly as possible.
What's one thing that surprises you after all this time, good or bad, like something that surprises you about this whole operation?
The operation itself?
Yeah.
Just the amount of people that help out and dedicate their time, their services, from the fighters to other people such as yourself.
Thank you.
Just bringing in their efforts, bringing the quality that you do, and making it a great event.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your fight.
Okay.
How do you feel right now?
I feel 10 years older, and taking a 10-year break, there's some things I've noticed training-wise. I don't remember hurting as much as I do now.
Sure.
Getting ready for it.
Sure.
So it's a fine balance of going to that next level and trying to get to the next level without breaking yourself. With that being said, I feel way sharper than I did at 28. Or when I was at 28. I'm 38
Sure.
now, so
wow,
it's
okay.
Great. Yeah, love
recovery is key.
Recovery is key.
And
yeah.
a cryotonic, you can recover at my cryotherapy. But anyway,
yeah.
So have you met your opponents already?
I have not. I have seen him in the field. I've kind of on calls, but I didn't know. I didn't know him at the time. Obviously, that I'd eventually be fighting him one day. So I've worked with him in our own professions, but I've never spoken to him at this point since the fights.
Well, good. So in your mind, in this next week, what will you mentally be preparing for? How do you mentally prepare?
It's the final week. It's the home stretch. The engine's built. The machine's ready. Just honestly trying to keep everything smooth running. Don't go out and do something stupid. Don't injure yourself.
Right.
A decade ago, I remember doing some push-ups on my knuckles and rotating my jab wrist, like spraining it essentially a week before my fight. So the week before my fight, I didn't even know if I could throw a jab.
Man.
Luckily it healed up the night, didn't bother me going into it. So I'm just trying to be smart this time around. Just keep calm, collected, go in, just do what I got to do. It's nothing personal against the guy. I always end up being friends with the guys I fight with. So
you should be. That's sportsmanship, right?
Yeah,
we're not here to win a HBO $140 million contract.
We don't move on to professional boxing careers past this point. We get a little a trophy maybe at the end and some good memories.
So Sandoval, one more thing before we go. This the community gets to celebrate you. They get to celebrate what you're doing, all the triumphs and tribulations that you go to for service in the city. How does that make you feel?
It's an honor. It's a privilege. You want to represent yourself well. You want to execute all the things you've been trained and taught and just be the best illustration of what boxing and a voluntary charity community and just our own professions can bring out and just be a pride of the city.
Okay, 13 fights. What is the final? What is it going to be in your mind? 13 fights.
I'm a firefighter.
Yes.
I obviously got to root for the red because I always feel like we end up winning a majority of the fights anyways. So
give me a number.
Get a number. Ooh. Is it too much to say 14?
Ooh, wow.
Some people might want to come back for more.
Yes.
No, we're going to have some great fights, and I really feel like we're going to win a majority of them. I feel like maybe easily 10. I mean, there's a few.
Awesome.
There's a lot of great guys in there. I mean, the cops bring it on, so I don't believe in underestimating your opponent.
That's right.
I go in with the mindset this guy is quicker, faster, and more proficient at boxing than me. I got 6 minutes or less to figure it out.
That's awesome. Sandoval, thank you so much. Good luck to you. Godspeed to you. And thank you for what you do, brother.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Appreciate you. Okay, so I want to say thank you, one, for joining me today. I just want you to state your name, who you are, and what service you're fighting for.
All right, for sure. My name's Lydia Zaragosa. I'm an Omaha firefighter. Fighting. It's my second year competing.
Yes.
So hopefully looking for great results. I'm sure it'll be a good time like always. But
so Lydia, I'm going to ask you. This community is celebrating our first responders in this event. You go through so much all year round.
Absolutely.
And we don't get to thank you every day. To know that people are going to celebrate you in that ring, right? How does that make you feel?
It's pretty overwhelming. Last year, just having the support from everybody and my family and friends that all show up to back you up. But like you said, with it being a first responder event, it's great to see so much support from everybody to come out and support such a thing. I mean, granted, police and fire boxing, I'm sure that helps, but it's still just to have that amazing support.
It's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
How long have you been training?
I probably started training the second week of January, consistently with boxing. I kind of train and work out and do things on my own.
You look fit anyway.
But,
you look like you're in shape anyway.
I appreciate it.
No, I mean that.
But the whole boxing is like a whole new world for me. Like breathing, mentally.
Right.
Yep.
It's a critical 6 minutes for you.
Yes,
6 minutes.
yes, it is, and it only takes one or two punches that can take it out of you, and then it's a different outcome. So,
Lydia, have you met your opponent yet?
I have. I met her once, and we've worked out a couple times.
Really?
Tried it. Yep. There's her, and then the two other fighters, and then myself. We try to get together just to get some sparring in because we never know what kind of sparring we're getting in outside of not being with each other. So just so we're getting some kind of ring action, so we can know what it's going to be like. And we don't go all out sparring. It's
just enough to get the movements. Now, will you go all out in the ring on Friday?
I'm sure it'll be a little different versus sparring. I mean, nobody wants to go into the ring looking to lose. So.
Right. Do you feel in your blood that you're going to be competitive that night and your mindset's going to change from the spar to the actual bout?
I would agree that there'll be a little bit of a switch. I'm a pretty competitive person. I grew up playing sports, so
did you?
Like I said, nobody likes to lose, and you want to leave it all out there. That's what you get taught playing sports during practices and games. You want to leave it all on the court or the field or wherever you're competing.
How have you prepared different for this fight versus last fight?
I think the only thing that was different is probably just trying to lose weight. The person I'm fighting, Sarah, she's a little lighter. She's quite a bit lighter than I am.
So you had to go down.
So I was just trying to lose at least 5 or 6 pounds just to be within reach. And I don't initially, she might have been in the lower 20s and I was in the lower 130s, but just to try to get at least to 130 or a little under 130.
Absolutely.
So that's been a little different. I've been trying different eating clean, trying to get rid of all the junk food and sweets that are at the stations all the time in front of your face. Just try to walk by those. And intermittent fasting I've tried. I'm on my second week of that. So
I just finished 72 hours 24 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm inducing a little bit of carbs, but that's okay.
Yep.
So Lydia, I just wanted to let you know this community is behind you. We appreciate what you do on a day in, day out basis. Thank you for putting your life on the line every day of duty, and there's no way we can ever repay you. Thank you for honoring this event.
I appreciate it, and again, I appreciate everybody that comes out to help support us.
All right, I'll see you ringside.
Thank you very much.
Friday. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. I have another boxer with me today for Guns and Hoses. We're getting ready. We're 1 week away to fight the fights. So, what's your name?
Joel Swetala.
Joel, what service are you with?
Omaha Fire Department.
How many times have you fought before?
This is my first time.
This is your first time?
It is, yeah.
How many times have you seen the event itself?
Just last year as the first year I came. Yep, last year as the first year I came.
So you saw it last year. You saw the energy. You saw the whole pomp and circumstance. How did you feel? Is that what made you want to fight?
Yeah, a little bit. And I did some training last year with one of the guys who was fighting, so kind of got my feet wet into it and decided why not to try it this year. So,
how long have you been a firefighter?
I was 2 years on Omaha now, but I worked for a previous department for 3 years.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. How mentally prepared do you feel for next Friday?
I feel pretty ready. It's been a long process. I've been training for 5-6 months now, and it's been a lot of busy work. But I'm ready to get it, and have fun during the event. So,
what's surprised you the most, or what's the most exciting about leading up to this Friday?
I got a lot of friends and family coming, so
that's huge.
It'll be a lot of fun to get them involved, and they've been kind of hyping it up for a while, so it'll just be fun. Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Are you competitive?
Very.
Have you met your opponent yet?
No, I just saw him here. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So yeah, we'll meet tonight.
Have you spoke to each other at
Nope.
all?
Haven't
spoken
to him.
First time tonight.
Yeah, first time tonight.
So, what's your strategy in your mind, or what's your mindset going in?
Just go up and have some fun and stick to, what I've been taught from my trainer, Mike Rock, and hopefully come out victorious. That's the plan.
Anything that you want your fans and your family and friends to know?
Just thanks for the support and ready to go out there and have some fun.
Awesome. Well, we want to say thank you so much. Thank you for your service to this community. Thank you for putting your life on the line. And thank you for celebrating with us at Guns N' Hoses.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another boxer with us from the fire department. Say your name and your what class you're fighting at. So let me ask you, what has surprised you the most in all of your training getting ready for April 26th? Yes. Absolutely. What about your mental game? How do you feel about that?
It's a big challenge
Absolutely. Right. So I want to say this community is going to celebrate you, and they're going to let you know how much we respect what you do year-round, putting your life on the line. We know what you do every day, day in, day out, but we don't show our appreciation well enough. How does that make you feel? Absolutely. Yes. Anything you want to say to your friends and family? Yep. Absolutely. Good luck to you. Thank you so much. We'll see you Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another boxer with us for Guns N' Hoses Boxing Challenge next Friday, April 26th. What is your name?
Sergeant Joe Mraz. I'm with the Omaha Police Department.
Joe, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Let me ask you this. What surprised you most about your training?
Just how far along I've come. You would never have guessed that you could get in this great a shape from just boxing.
How much of it is mental?
I would say the majority of it is mental. There's a lot of mind games that play tricks on you throughout your training and as you see how you progress.
Absolutely. Who's your support? Who keeps you coming back?
My son, actually, he tried out wrestling for the first time this year, and it really inspired me to get back into this.
Yeah.
So,
isn't that crazy where we get our inspiration from?
it is.
So your son, is he going to be able to watch you box?
He is.
That's awesome. So as his dad, when you step into that ring, what do you want your son to feel when you're in the ring?
I just don't want him to have the same fears that I have of getting in front of people and performing. Just to try your best and do what you can do.
Absolutely.
What you train.
I think it's important that you set the example, not just saying it, but actually doing it. I want you to know this community supports you and celebrates you. We never get to thank you enough for putting your life on the line every day, and that's not said often enough. How does that make you feel knowing this community, one, is going to watch you box, but two is at the end of the day, we're celebrating you. How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel really good because you actually don't get to see it very often. This is an event that brings a lot of people together for a good cause, so it's really nice to see how many people are supportive of what we do.
Absolutely. Anything you want to tell your friends and family about next Friday?
Go Blue. That's it.
All right. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have another boxer with me. He's in blue. What's your name, sir?
My name is Terrence Smith.
Terrence. Terrence, what surprised you the most about your training?
The conditioning. You kind of have an idea of how good a shape you have to be in, but until you start the sparring training and everything like that, you really don't get a good feel of it until then, and it always catches you off guard because you think you're in shape,
yes.
And then once you start sparring, you're just like, oh man, I got to hit the gym some more.
Yes.
So that's probably the biggest thing that surprised me.
So does that make you angry when I take a sip of my bourbon while we're on right now?
No, it does not. No, not at all.
So Terrence, let me ask you this. Do you have any superstitions? Do you have any routines that kind of help you get ready? Any things that you do?
No, I guess, if you count listening to music as
yes.
a routine or,
yes.
A superstition, I got to have music. If I don't have music, then it completely changes my mood. So I got to have the right music to get me going. I'm actually already starting to build my playlist
Good.
that I'm going to listen to. So
yes, so
yeah.
I'm the ops commander I call all the lights and music and all that stuff.
Okay.
What song did you choose?
Watch Me by Jaden Smith.
Why?
I actually like his music.
Yes.
I think he's a good artist.
Yes.
It's a catchy beat, it's a catchy tune.
Absolutely.
And I wanted something to pump me up and get me ready to step into the ring. So
yeah.
So I felt that was a good song, and it just felt right.
So I'm going to ask you this. Your life is on the line every day. You put yourself through a lot of stress for this community. This community realizes this, and we don't get to say that all the time. Thousands are going to be watching you and celebrating you. You've already won. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
How's that make you feel?
Honestly, it feels great. I think this is a great event to have the whole community out supporting, whether it's police or fire. Either way, it's a great thing. It's a great opportunity, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to participate in an event like this. It's really a humbling feeling.
So are you competitive?
I am very competitive.
So did you meet your opponent tonight?
No, but we actually fought 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm kind of already familiar with them.
Okay, so what have you done different to prepare?
Really just looking at a lot of tape from the previous fight.
Okay, so that means a lot to you then, right?
Yep, trying to prepare, not just looking at him, but looking at myself as well.
Yes.
Looking at things that I can improve on, things that I can do better. So really just trying to get myself in the best mental mind state that I can.
Absolutely. Well, Godspeed. God be with you Friday. I appreciate you, Terrence. Thank you for patrolling our streets and keeping citizens
All right,
safe.
No problem, man.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Brother.
I appreciate you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another boxer with us. State your name and what service you're fighting for.
Nellie Buchta. I'm fighting for OFD.
That's awesome. So, Nellie, how long have you been a firefighter?
2 years.
2 years. What surprised you most about being a firefighter?
Oh, man, that's a tough question.
I know. It makes you think. It's okay. Say what you feel. There's no right answer.
I think what surprises me the most is the need that's out there that I didn't realize. Like, I've never personally called 911 myself.
Right.
And I didn't know how often 911 was called.
Absolutely.
And how often those people are needed. So
I'm just letting you know, from a community standpoint, we appreciate what you do. And we know that you put your life on the line every time you're on shift. It's not like a clock where you clock in and out. This is a lifestyle.
Right.
This is risk, right?
Absolutely.
And so we appreciate what you do. Here's the other part. So you're preparing for this fight. Is this your first fight?
First time, yes.
So what made you want to do this, Nellie?
It's
Nellie, right?
Yeah, Nellie. Yep, correct.
What made you do this?
I'm a super competitive person.
Yeah.
I like the active lifestyle. Obviously, being a firefighter, it forces
Yes.
you to constantly be in shape all the time.
Yes.
And I'm always up for trying something new. And I took some boxing maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Only
Really?
did a couple of classes.
How are you, like 16?
I wish. But never really got into it, and I enjoyed it a lot, and this just kind of presented right time, right place opportunity, and fighting for a great cause to raise money for First Responders Foundation, so
Yes.
I figured why not give it a shot.
That's huge. So your fans or people have cheered you on. Has anyone doubted you? Any of your friends like, oh, why are you doing this? Are you crazy?
Maybe my mom.
Okay, tell me. Okay, what did she say? Nellie, take me there.
I think my mom just fears, because obviously as a mother you don't want to see your baby daughter get hurt, and I'm the youngest of 3, so
right.
But I'm always the adventurous one that steps outside of the normal box. Like I've played rugby before, and she wasn't excited about that.
Sure.
And so boxing is
She's
just kind of another
caring
thing.
for you.
Absolutely.
So you risk your life again, like I said, every day, and you're selfless. Was that something that you think you were born with, or was that developed over time? And be honest.
I think. I think it's you have to be born with it to a point, but then I think the selfless, caring attitude was instilled in me from my parents. Absolutely.
That's awesome,
just
man.
the way they raised me to put others before yourself. That's kind of always just been my attitude. And actually, before I was a firefighter, I was a teacher, so I've always been in the service of giving back. So
good for you. Will your mom be there for the fight?
My mom will be there for the fight.
Okay, so mom's watching the ring. What do you want mom to think as you enter that ring?
I've got this. I've done everything I need to do to prepare, and I'm going to be successful and come out on top.
What do you want your friends and family to know?
That I'm a badass.
Yes. Well, good luck to you. We'll see you Friday. Guns and Hoses, April 26th. Godspeed and God bless.
Absolutely. Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another boxer with me, apparently wearing red. He's a firefighter. State your name.
Marcus Benjamin.
Marcus, what weight class are you fighting at, or what weight are you fighting
I
at?
am super heavyweight.
Whoa, super heavyweight.
Super heavyweight. Yeah.
Okay, so Marcus, if you hold the mic up to your mouth just a little bit. So what surprised you most about your training?
Probably that I pushed my body to limits I didn't know I could. So.
How much of this is a mental game?
Majority of it.
Yeah,
majority
right?
of it's mental.
Because you look like you're in shape, honestly.
Yep.
But to push yourself when you're tired, what do you think of in your mind? What's your why? What keeps you going?
My family keeps me going, and my fight last year is a big motivation of
Take me there.
Why.
I was there. Tell me about that.
I got caught.
Okay.
I got caught. You know, it happens in boxing. He was a good fighter. He caught me, and so that was my motivation for this year. Yep.
So what has surprised you most in this training? So you're preparing right now. What do you think surprised you about yourself the most in the last few weeks?
Just my ability to learn and adapt more on the fly in the ring. You know, my boxing IQ has shot up a lot.
Yeah, that's important.
My boxing IQs went up a lot, and the cardios went up, and everything else is good. So
I want you to know that no matter what happens, this community celebrates you. You've already won.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you putting your life on the line every day.
No problem. It's our pleasure.
Anything you want the community to know?
Nope. Come out and have a good time, and hopefully we'll get to have a good time as well. So.
Godspeed and God bless to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another warrior, another boxer in front of me, getting ready for Guns and Hoses, Friday, April the 26th. What's your name, sir?
Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith. What service are you fighting for?
Police out of Dodge County, Nebraska.
Awesome. Perfect. So let me ask you this. How many times have you competed in this event?
This will be my second time.
Second time.
Yep.
So last time, how was the outcome last time?
I got beat in the second round.
Okay, you got beat in the second round. You're smiling about it. What did you do to prepare different this time versus last time?
Last time I had 2 weeks to prepare. This time I had 2 months to prepare, so it'll be a little different.
What surprised you the most about your training?
Not a whole lot. I've been doing it for quite a while. It's just I enjoy it and it's fun.
So what's your why? So obviously you know why you're a police officer. You know that. Why are you doing this event?
I am doing this event for fun. I enjoy the sport of boxing, and it challenges me every day. So,
do you realize how much the first responders benefit from this event. We appreciate you. We thank you for your service, and Godspeed on Friday.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another boxer, another warrior with us for Friday, April the 26th, Guns and Hoses Boxing Challenge. What's your name, sir?
Tanner Reiss. I'm fighting out of La Vista.
Yeah, Tanner. Are you ready, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
So let me ask you this. What surprised you the most about getting ready for this fight?
Just my first fight. Just the training is different than just doing basic cardio. Fighting condition is much different than being just in condition, in shape.
Absolutely.
I found that out.
So let me ask you this. Have you met your opponent?
Yes, he's standing right behind me.
That's your opponent right there.
Yep.
Okay, so when you met your opponent, when you first found out about him, what thoughts went through your head?
I just wanted to know him, know what his fighting style was, what his background was, just as much information as I could on him.
Good, good. So what's the tone now? Are you guys good rivals yet, or is it, how is it?
For a charity event, but we're gonna put in work when we get in the ring and just do what we do, you know?
Awesome, awesome. I want you to know that the citizens of this community already appreciate you. You put your life on the line every day, and we appreciate that. We don't show that enough, but we want you to know that night we're going to celebrate you.
Appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you.
What do you want to tell the fans or the supporters?
You know, just grateful for anybody that shows up, puts a butt in the seat. We're just grateful that you're there, helping the First Responders Foundation and supporting us. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Godspeed to you.
Thanks,
Good
brother.
luck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another warrior with us for the Guns and Hoses boxing event, Friday, April the 26th. Doors open at 7 p.m. What's your name, sir?
Carlos Ruffin.
Carlos, how many times have you fought before?
0.
Okay, Carlos, what made you do this, man?
Just something I've always wanted to do, man. I've always been enthused about martial arts and boxing and so forth. So this is an opportunity I had, so I took it.
Carlos, you already put your life on the line every day. Every day you lay your head on the pillow and get up. It's a new adventure, a new risk. Why are you risking your health for this event particularly?
Honestly, man, just to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that your fun is impacting this community, though? Do you realize what you're doing and how big it is that you're putting your heart out there?
Yeah, I know the First Responders Foundation is out there doing a lot for the community and for the first responders, obviously. So, yeah, it's obviously a good cause to be a part of, and I'm just really excited about the whole event, man.
If you had the entire board standing here right now from the first responders, what would you say to them? I know.
That's a tough one, man.
Right?
I don't know. Raise? Right. No, I'm just
a contract? No, really.
No, man. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that goes unnoticed about what we do. So maybe better health benefits or something like that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We're exposed to a lot of hazards in what we do.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of that stuff goes undocumented
right.
in certain things, man.
Absolutely.
So just better health care, better documentation of what we're exposed to and certain things like
that's
that.
Good. That's good. That's great feedback. And that's brave to say because what you're thinking a lot of people are saying. Let's talk to your supporters and fans.
Yes,
what
sir.
do you want them to know about you?
I'm just your average guy, man. I just happen to be a firefighter. I love what I do. I love my community. I love my family, man, and I'm just here to have a good time.
What can we expect? What can your opponent expect from you on Friday night?
It's not going to be an easy fight, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. So as you enter that ring and face your opponent, because I saw you guys were cool tonight.
Yeah.
You guys were like, all right, I'll see you later. I mean, Friday night, entering the ring. Mano-y-mano, gloves to gloves. What? All bets are off.
It's all love, man, but I'm going to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, if I win or lose, we're still going to be cool at the end of it, man.
Absolutely.
No hard feelings. I love the cops just like everybody else. Well,
Yes.
mostly everybody else. So, yeah.
Well, I want to tell you, thank you from a fan standpoint. We appreciate you. Godspeed, God bless, and stay healthy, brother.
Thank you very much,
All right.
man. Very nice
All
to
right.
meet you.
Congratulations
You have a great
to
night.
you. All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have another warrior for Friday night Guns and Hoses. That is April the 26th, and it's at the Baxter Arena. And what is your name?
My name is Justin Barnes.
Justin, you fought before. When did you? How many years ago did you fight? Was it last year?
Yeah, I fought last year.
Okay, what made you want to even enter last year to fight?
For me, it's just all about competition. Growing up playing high school sports, even a year of college football, I kind of missed that competition, so this was another way to do it, and it's for a great cause, too.
Absolutely. I want you to know that we know that you put your life on the line every day. Every day is different. It's a risk. It's a big responsibility, and I want you to know we appreciate that, and people appreciate that. We don't say it enough. But knowing you do have the support Friday night, how's that make you feel?
It's everything for me. I mean, just family being there, seeing the whole Omaha community embracing us. Kind of like you said, sometimes us as first responders don't get all the thanks or credit. Not that we deserve it all the time, but it's nice to know that the community supports us.
You absolutely do deserve it all the time because you put your name on the dotted line. And that wasn't in ink, that's in blood. That's in blood. That's something you can't take back. Any of your friends or family go, "What are you doing, man? Yeah. Are you crazy?" Yeah. So, has there been some of that talk?
Yeah, I mean, I get it quite frankly, quite often from the wife.
Okay, yes, okay, I understand.
Yeah, the rest of the family doesn't fully understand.
Yeah.
Of course, parents aren't too thrilled about it, but they always come up and show support and still come.
Is your wife coming that night?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Okay, so as you enter the ring and you plant your 2 feet when you enter the rope, what do you want her? How do you want to set her at ease?
I think she knows how well I prepared. Even just right after the fight last year, I didn't really take any time off. I just kind of kept going with it. So I think her knowing my boxing coach and knowing how hard I worked at it, I think she's more at ease this year than last year.
Anything you want to say to your opponent?
No, I just wish him luck. Like I said, it's all a good cause. There's always a rivalry between us, but
yes,
we love the fireside the same as we love our brothers in blue. So we're just happy to put this on and have the support from the community.
We appreciate everything you've done, not just for the night, but everything that led up to it. Every time you get in the patrol car, every time you put on that uniform, we say thank you and we salute you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am fortunate enough to be sitting with Jim Hansen, chairman of the board. We appreciate all the time that you've put into this event, into what you do for this community. Jim, is there anything that has surprised you about your role as chairman of the board?
The main thing that surprises me is how giving our community is and everything that we do. The support for police and fire is fantastic. Tonight's event is a good example of everybody getting involved.
It's amazing. It's grown so much.
It's everybody is getting really excited about how they can give back to the community. And Omaha is a truly unique city that really supports their police and fire.
I truly feel that. I feel the community here. When one is down, many come to their rescue. And I've seen many examples. If you're in a room with one of these firefighters or one of these cops, and you just had a private word with them, what do you want them to know most before they step into the ring?
Well, and we do have a lot of meetings with the rank and file of both police and fire. And the number one thing we always say to them is thank you. Thank you for everything you do. They go into buildings when everybody's leaving. They take care of bad situations that are keeping us safe. And the biggest thing I could say is thank you.
Absolutely. What surprises you most about this event versus last year's event and the growth that you've experienced?
It's holistic. It's growing based on everybody last year said this is a great event, bringing friends. The year before was the same thing. It's just exploding based on a groundswell of, everybody just wants to have fun and support their first responders.
I think it's big. So technically we're number 2 right now behind St. Louis, is that right?
Right.
Right, St. Louis is the largest market for this.
Right.
How excited are you to push forward past St. Louis?
St. Louis has been doing it for many, many, many years in a row. They raised almost $100,000 last year.
Absolutely.
We're close. Actually, it's more than that. We're going to catch up. Omaha is unique in the fact that everybody supports each other, and I think once we keep going, we'll catch up to them.
So if you had to wave a magic wand to help this event, where would you point it and what would you do with it?
You know, I would just hope that the community would actually relish and see what our first responders do on a daily basis.
Yes.
And when you look at that, they're looking at supporting, you've got, 12 matches.
Right.
That's just a very small sample of everything that we do.
Right.
I wish our population in Omaha would go and thank every police officer and every first responder, every fireman, and thank them for what they do. That was what I would like to see.
Absolutely. I will make sure from the operations side that night, as I am operations commander that night, I will make sure that we convey that message.
Absolutely.
And celebrate. I want to say thank you for all the tireless hours above and beyond the duty to be chairman of the board.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you.
So it's great to talk to firefighters and to the cops who are fighting, but there are many things that go beyond the scenes. Today, what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Mikala Harden, and I am the creative director of the Guns N' Hoses Boxing Challenge.
How many years for you, Mikala?
Third year.
Isn't this crazy how much it's grown?
It blows my mind. Every year we increase our marketing budget.
Yes.
The people who come
yes.
not only return, they tell everybody they know about it.
Yes.
It's all over Facebook, all over Insta, all over Twitter. People are coming out to this, and it's such a cool grassroots effort to witness firsthand.
Yes. I want to say personally, from what I've seen, you have done great things in your position to bring this message to the masses. I mean, you're just responsible. You're a follow-through person. I appreciate all you do. Let me ask you this now. Let's talk about this. What surprised you the most from the beginning, from when you first got involved, to now?
I think it's just the energy that continues to exponentially grow.
Yeah.
Like, not only with the fighters
right.
and the people who want to be involved on that level,
yes.
but the audience, the people like us who are involved, which, by the way, there's a lot of mutual love and respect there.
Thank
you know, you and I share a red phone the night of the event.
Boom.
We're talking ringside. I'm up
yes.
in the suites with a bird's eye view. We're communicating at all times throughout the night. I mean, this is a very energetic, exciting event. Every year we add a new component.
Yes.
And, you know, you never know until you ask. And that's
right.
my biggest thing. Like, you want rappelling from the ceiling, or you
yes.
want glow up stuff. Like,
yes.
we might not get it this year, but we ask every single year, and it's going to happen. Like, every year we add different components, kids zone, media,
yes.
like the awesome stuff that we have parked outside for the kids and adults alike who want to go touch a truck and see those first responder vehicles
Absolutely.
up close. Like, it's an experience
yes.
beyond boxing.
Right, it's like all those things. And I want to talk about the kid friendliness about this, right? It's evolved and it's gotten bigger and bigger, and these children are welcome to come in. What can these kids, what do you think these kids can learn watching these people compete, or this arena? What do you think they can learn?
At the end of the day, this is a fundraiser for first responders,
yes.
and kids love first responders.
Yes.
I have a 3-year-old. He is all about fire trucks and police cars.
Yes.
We drive by one. I have to roll down the window, negative 20 degrees, or
gosh.
he throws a fit. He has to see them up close and personal. They are obsessed with these first responders,
awesome.
even without knowing that they are the people who are there for us on the worst days of our lives.
Yes.
They are the ones that we turn to in a moment of a crisis.
Absolutely.
This is such an important event, and they get it like immediately from birth. It's crazy to me. Plus, it's just fun. It's cool. Like, we have a kids zone this year
yes.
where we're going to have this awesome photo booth. We're going to have the bomb robot's going to be there.
Yes.
Kids can get an up-close look at that. We're going to have Allie, the arson dog.
Oh
She's
my
a
gosh.
fire investigator. She's a cute little yellow lab. She's
yes.
adorable. Like, I want to just hug her and love her.
Yes.
We're going to have the canine unit. They're a little more scary,
yes.
but they're still awesome.
Roar, 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 roar.
We're going to have mounted patrol. We're going to have fire trucks, police cars. Able 1's going to be circling up above.
The helicopter.
I mean, this is an event for those kids who like to go to those touch-a-truck events. Not only do you get to do that, but your entry supports our first responders, and there's nothing more important than that.
And I will tell you from my standpoint, how much of your passion goes into this. I know it and I can see it.
All of us. It takes a huge team, and you're a big part of that.
Thank you.
All of us are super passionate about this event, and you can tell because people come out having an amazing time and feeling that 360 experience.
Yes. So if there's a firefighter or a police officer sitting with you in a quiet room, what do you want to tell them right now for their participation?
I want to cry. And they're gonna be like, why are you crying? Because this is just in their blood and this is what they do. But I want to cry and I want to tell them thank you so much, because I know personally, firsthand, I've had firefighters and EMT rescue me from a car accident.
Wow.
Everybody has had that experience. Wow. Everybody knows somebody who's been touched by a first responder in some way, some positive way. And we are so lucky in Omaha to have a community where these police officers and firefighters are community driven.
Yes.
They are going out, we're doing pop, what is it, like pop with a cop and the fishing with the cop and the
with the cop
the police athletics for community engagement, like all these positive programs to build a great rapport between the community and police, and that doesn't happen everywhere.
No.
In the metro area, we have that. Awesome. And so let's pay them back and say, you know what, we got your back.
We're celebrating them.
Celebrating.
Friday, April the 26th. Mikala, I'm so happy to work hand in hand with you.
You know I love you, man.
I love you too. Great job.
Thank you.